All right, I'm 365 Days of Horsemanship, day 345, I think, and 346. Yeah, really nice days. I finally made it up on Sunday, day 345, after being sick for like nearly a week, which was a real bummer, because it really killed my horsemanship plans. But when I came up, I had a really lovely ride actually with Mia. I really was focused on just kind of making it like a quick ride, because I actually came up to put hay out. We're getting to that time of year now, and then I needed to kind of like get going and get gone. And so yeah, so kind of pushed her through the everything up to mounting piece. There was definitely some tension around mounting, and I had to rearrange a few times to be able to be in a position where I could get on. And it definitely made me feel like I really need to make sure I'm investing time in the preparation for riding. And I think what I'm going to do is possibly tomorrow, if I am able to get here before work. I'm not working till 11 tomorrow, so I have got the early morning. So as long as I wake up and I'm feeling fresh, then I might come here early morning. So I might do it tomorrow, or I might do it the day after tomorrow, but just have a session where I bring her up, I do everything like I normally would, but we really take our time through that process. And we really take our time getting the haltering at the right, like exactly the right timing for her, bring up, like groom, go through the saddling really nicely, like make sure she's feeling connected at every point, like really take the time to like go through. And I normally am quite careful with my girthing, my saddling and my girthing, but then once the saddle and the girth is done and I'm like prepping for riding, there's this period of mounting that I really want to kind of focus in on, and really just spend some time just getting her more comfortable at the mounting block, I think. Obviously the freedom-based training way, we're a long way away from being able to get on without any of the tools or anything and any of that pressure. And so I think I need to kind of make a compromise and adapt, and kind of say, okay, do you know what, actually I am going to basically go, I'm gonna use pressure, extrinsic motivation, by, you know, putting the saddle on and putting her in there and addressing the question more directly than I would otherwise, and I try to have good feel and timing while I'm doing that, and just really just bring her away, come back, kind of rinse and repeat. Because normally my pattern is I go in, I walk around, we look at some stuff, I tighten up the girth, and we go over to the mounting block and we mount, and then we go and ride. And I just kind of push through all of the difficulties that comes up for her around mounting, and then we have a good ride. And she's keen to come to see me, you know, so there's some good feeling there as well. But this mounting is a real sticking point. And so I think what I need to do is just really go through each step of mounting. When I feel like there's a good feeling, stop on it, rest on it, get moving before the tension comes up again, go and take another walk around, and just kind of keep going between like the first piece of prep that I'm doing when I'm coming into the arena usually, and just doing some mounting prep, and just get as far as getting on, and say if I can get on and everything be fine, then that's it and I'm done, and then we'll go. And just kind of try and like build those sessions in every few times I'm bringing her up, just to try to focus some time on the mounting, because I really do want to work on the stuff on board. I want us both to get the physical fitness in. You know, I am feeling like when I rode her on Sunday, I felt a big difference in myself. Like she was better too. Like there was definitely more extended periods of relaxation in the trot. I'm still working with this same figure of 8 pattern that I've been working with. I actually set it up so it was the other way around, just to give it a little bit of variety. So I was sort of circling the other direction. And yeah, she felt really solid. There were lots of lovely moments, lots of lovely, you know, periods of a lovely relaxed trotting gait, finding more rhythm, finding some relaxation, using the stick less in the walk warm-up when I'm just working on using the leg aids to steer. Yeah, it was really good, and I felt that my balance was a lot better. My physical fitness, my balance, my leg position, and my weight positioning, everything felt better, and I was actually able to manage the session based on noticing when I was becoming tired and when my posture was getting worse, and then saying, okay, my posture's getting worse now, this is going to start to get more difficult for both of us, let's look for a next good moment and then change what we're doing. And so that was really positive. I felt like I had really good timing with that. Yeah, and with Lawrence, I just been having really nice sessions. Just went to him, spent a few minutes with him, really loving this flow state that we're finding a lot at the moment that feels really connected. Yeah, just been basically just working on timing for the touching distance. Some money has got into the bank there somehow. I've got a little bit of room. It feels like his comfort zone has expanded to facilitate me a little bit, and I now have a little bit of wiggle room for where I have a lot more areas on his body that I can touch for a short period of time, and that's just really helped, because before it just felt like I was always getting it wrong all the time, and that's really hard and really demotivating. And I think also, you know, the time of year, like, he doesn't seem to be that itchy at the moment, which has obviously helped him as well. I've kind of managed to transition from scratching to stroking, which has worked really well for the touching game. And yeah, just being able to like just put my hand on, wait for a small focus change, take my hand off, put my hand on, stroke a little bit. If we get a bit twitchy, another focus change will happen. Being able to take my hand off, he's quite interactive. The whole thing just feels just a lot more organic, and I think I feel a lot more confident now in allowing the two of us to communicate a little bit, and like where I can feel that he's taken an extra step, but actually he wants me to come with him, rather than being militant about being like, oh my god, now I have to start moving again. Actually being able to just feel that energy and read that energy and be like, oh yeah, let's go together, and kind of like not bend the rules, but like just feel like I am able to use the rules to understand what's happening all the time, rather than kind of like feeling like I'm having to not punish, but like feeling like things are just difficult, finding all the little things, like nitpicking all the little things to be difficult about and try to make everything perfect. Just being a lot more just relaxed and calm and present. And this overwhelming feeling as well I've had the last couple of days has been just real gratitude to be with them when I'm here, and I've really enjoyed feeling that, expressing that. Yesterday I didn't come because I had such a long shift and I was feeling so crummy afterwards that I just went home and went to bed. And I really was sad. I really was sad to miss the horses. And today is my fiance's name day, so I need to go now and grab him some presents and some surprises. But so I didn't have that much time, but I was really excited to come up and see them today. And again, with Lawrence, I was working on this touching distance, and it was just so lovely. Like, I just felt so grateful for his presence in my life, so grateful for our relationship. I really felt like my energy was outwardly expressing that. I really felt connected to him, and it was just lovely, like really lovely. Like the depth of enjoyment from me in our sessions is huge, really huge at the moment. And I can sort of see that the work that I've put in over time has facilitated this, but I also am like really shook because it seems to have come out of nowhere. And I feel like, I remember a long time ago, maybe 2016, so we're talking like 7 years ago now, I did a clinic with Wally Gergenschatz, who was at the time a 5-star Pirelli instructor. I don't know if he still is, from Europe, and he came over and did a clinic, and I rode with Lawrence on that clinic. We were still riding then, and I remember he talked about the golden window, like that moment of time where everything is going right and you're asking questions and the horse is saying yes and you've got the same idea and you're doing things together. And he was talking about finding that golden window and enjoying those times. And I really feel like I am just constantly in the golden window at the moment, with both horses, and it's a really beautiful place to be, and I am so grateful for it, and I just want to keep it as long as I can. So really, really amazing. Really amazing time the last couple of days, and looking forward to, hopefully I will be able to come up tomorrow. I am definitely giving myself a hefty challenge, because I am working tomorrow, and I got a few bits and bobs to do tonight, and I started this morning early at 6 a.m. so it's been a long day, but I'm going to set the alarm early, and I'm gonna read my body when I wake up, and I'm gonna hope that the answer is absolutely let's go to the horses. So fingers crossed, definitely. Yeah.